Daily Doom. June 18th, 2011, Saturday. All right, it's been a while since I've done a Daily Doom, and I want to share with you the reason why. I think that if you sort of immerse yourself in the crazy shit that's going on in the world all of the time, it really will sort of bring you down and make you a very negative person. And so, really, this is all about finding solutions to the problem. This is all about reaching out and connecting with people and trying to find a way through this insanity that our reality is sometimes. Okay, and many of you do not really know me. Most of you don't. I'm going to keep it that way. I do a lot of very interesting things in my life. One of the things that I have done a lot of in the past few years is sort of study shamanism. I think that a lot of indigenous cultures have a lot of phenomenal wisdom that the white man just sort of went through and ransacked and destroyed everybody. And lots and lots of knowledge has been lost over time as a result of this. But what I want to share with you is I've studied Huna. I've studied some Amazon shamanism, Mayan stuff, Incan stuff. I love knowledge, and I've been learning a lot about stuff. And so what I actually did, I was in Washington, D.C. last week, and what I did was some guerrilla shamanism at the Capitol building. And it was very interesting what I did while I was there, and you guys can actually utilize this as well. You can add power to what I did, okay? I basically planted a seed for the people who are inside the Capitol building to begin to make better decisions for the people, by the people, and stop being for the corporations and for the profits, okay? And so here, real quickly, here's essentially what I did. Essentially what I did was I went to the Native American Museum there, the Smithsonian, the whole wall of the Smithsonian, and I looked down and I found this very, very unique crystal rock, and utilizing some of the things that I've learned from studying shamanism, I began to make this rock a medicine piece, okay? And what I did was I began to intend love into this rock. I began to intend love, peace, wisdom, honor, integrity into this rock and this crystal. And what I did was I ended up walking all the way around the White House, and I was chanting this and making this rock a power rock. Then I went into the Capitol building and put this crystal into a place that will most likely never be found, ever. They don't know what they're looking for one, and it's in a place they would never find it. And so I did this for the distinct purpose of creating a anchor inside the Capitol, White House, inside the Capitol building, in Washington, D.C., where all of our lawmakers in the United States make laws, okay? And the reason of this is this crystal now, with our intentions, can create massive amounts of energy around it. And so when I think of the word love, I think of this big pink bubble surrounding the Capitol building. Not only the Capitol building, but all of Washington, D.C. Then, when I'm intending, maybe I'll intend blue, and I'm imagining a blue bubble around the Capitol building and around Washington, D.C., and imagining people finding tranquil peace within themselves and stopping the fucking insanity of going out and killing so many people. In the past 60 years, the United States has killed over 10 million people in senseless wars all around the world. It has to end, and it starts now. It starts with peace. It starts with prosperity. It starts with intending these things inside the Capitol building. That's what we can do. We can intend peace. We can intend love. We can send out love and peace and honor and integrity and intend that they have wisdom and make the right choice. Because if not, our children's children are going to have a completely fucked up world to live in. Okay? We have done so much damage in these last 120 years. We've wiped out all of these ecosystems. We've destroyed all these waterways. We don't view water as being sacred. We pollute. We put all these chemicals and shit on our lawn to make our lawns really pretty and green. And all of that stuff eventually finds its way to our water sources. They find their way to the aquifers underground eventually. And all of us are poisoning the earth. And so what I do is I say, you know what? Let's honor the earth. Let's honor these politicians, even though many of them are corrupt. We need to intend love. We need to intend peace. We need to intend wisdom. We need to intend honor. We need to intend integrity. Okay? So imagine there is an anchor now inside the Capitol building of the White House that is now a shaman medicine piece. Okay? This medicine piece now has the power of all of us and putting our intentions into it. And if we imagine that right from the center of where we are inside this Capitol building, and these bubbles of love and these bubbles of peace and wisdom and honor and integrity are floating away and out from it and surrounding it, and we visualize it and we see it and we know that it's happening, and if that's what we put our focus on, it can start changing things. The thoughts are a very, very powerful thing, and if you utilize them and use them from your heart space and send this energy flowing through you, you do not understand what you can accomplish with this. This is seriously guerrilla shamanism, and in reality, if they knew that I did this, they would probably think that it was a terroristic thing that I'm doing, but I'm intending peace. I'm intending wisdom. I'm intending prosperity for our nation and for our children and for education for our children, and so that the whole world can become a better place to live. Because if not, we're going to be in bad place, people. You know, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on. There's a lot of bad people out there in the world who or not necessarily bad people, but people who have been led astray and have been part of these families for a very long time. And we have to do stuff like this because you know why? Let me show you why. This is Washington, D.C. They built the city utilizing these same principles. They are utilizing some sort of demonic, ancient things, and they built this city with all the sacred geometry. And if you look at this thing right here. This is where the White House is. It is at the bottom of an inverted pentagram. And if you look at this whole thing right here, this freaking creates the full-on inverted pentagram, and that's where the White House is. So I would recommend anybody else who goes to the White House is intend peace, love, honor, integrity, and wisdom into crystals. Hold it in your left hand. Then bring it over to your right hand and just imagine all that energy flowing into it. All the energy from heaven, up from the ground, flowing through you into these crystals, and put something around the White House. Maybe the outside of the perimeter of the White House. We need some love there. I didn't put any love there. I focused where the lawmakers are taking place because I wasn't in town very long, and so who knows the next time that I'll be there in town. I have no idea. But I wanted to share this with you guys because this is not really doomy. This is what we can do to sort of help make a difference, because love is a very, very powerful thing. And if we send love and be love and send that, then we can really, truly make a difference. If not, if we don't, and we keep adding hate and adding that fuel to the fire, then things are only going to get worse. And things look very bleak in a lot of ways if you look at things objectively. So we have to get ourselves out of this paradigm shift, and we need to look at this thing in a different way. And so, I'm going to show you a little bit of video of me walking around and talking and intending peace, love, and wisdom. And then I added honor and integrity later on when I was meditating inside of the Capitol building. I placed it in. I would show you where I put it, but then it would obviously be easier to find. So just imagine inside the middle of the Capitol building, this crystal rock that holds our intentions of peace, love, wisdom, honor, and integrity. And let's give ourselves a chance to make this society a much better place. I don't know what all we can do aside from doing things like this. If we add hate and add anger, then it just makes things worse. So we really need to find a way to make things better. It's very interesting how they built this city. It's very interesting how they're doing this type of stuff. So obviously we need to fight this with love, honor, peace, wisdom, integrity, and let's see what we can do. Right? That's all we got. Anyways, I'll be back probably in a week or so with another Doom. It'll probably be weekly doom instead of daily doom, just because, I mean, I'm going to share some of the stuff that's going on, because every once in a while I get pissed off and people need to know about certain things. But then again, you start sharing things with people and then they start thinking you're a kook and they start thinking you're an idiot for believing this stuff. But really, people who are objective and think for themselves and get outside of the idiot TV box, then you start seeing things for how they really are. And most people don't do that, unfortunately. But you guys are. I commend you for that. You're watching this video. That shows me that your mind is on the up and up. You are figuring things out. You are becoming awakened. And as an awakened soul, you can help awaken others. And that's what this life is all about. Okay? So thanks again for watching. I'm going to show you the video here of walking around the Capitol building and some of the stuff that I was spewing while I was there. Also, I'm going to show you a video of from inside the Native American museum. It was a whole showcase of nothing but guns. All the guns that were used to kill the Native Americans. And if you look at it, what has white man done throughout the history of its humanity so far, of its history? What has it done? It's used guns, God, and government to destroy everything. And they're still doing that. So we have to flip the switch. We have to change that. And it starts right now. Guns, Christianity, and government. Gun, gods, and government helped forge the demise of the Native Americans, because they were savages. Of course, they lived off the land for thousands and thousands of years and didn't destroy anything, but yet they're savages. Who's the savages? The ones who live off the land, or the ones that use these to kill? Very sad. Peace, love, wisdom. Peace, love, wisdom. Peace, love, wisdom. Some integrity would be nice. Love, integrity, honor, awesomeness. Look at that, it's the buildings. Looks cool. There's a guy over there with a machine gun by the tree. It's pretty warming and comforting. Peace, love, wisdom, honor, integrity. That was my intention. Peace, love, wisdom, honor, integrity. Peace, love, wisdom, honor, integrity. Complete rotation around this thing and inside. It's complete. Doom.